watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. It is Thursday, October 26th. In our top story, a Pahrump laundromat is evacuated earlier today. So News 25 is speaking with Fire Chief Scott Lewis to find out why.
Just around 11 o'clock this morning, Prompt Fire Rescue was dispatched for the report of an odor investigation involving a local laundromat. While responding, crews were notified of a possible propane leak within a end-of-the-road strip mall. Crews elevated the extent of the response to include a medic unit and an additional engine. Upon arrival, we found nothing showing from the exterior. However, there was a strong odor of propane upon the entryway. The building was ventilated and evacuated prior to fire department arrival. Crews ensured that the propane to the individual suite was properly secured. We commenced an interior investigation wearing our full protective equipment and found no quantities of propane that would be considered dangerous. We continued with our investigation and found that recent repairs may have caused this particular type of situation to occur. Crews then turned the building and the individual suites back to the owners for further assessment by their respective vendors. The laundromat is open, however, is limited in its service and pending the investigation by the vendor on any potential leak sources. It was secured prior to fire department arrival, ventilated, so when we went there, there's no levels that would be of concern. Therefore, the building systems will remain closed and shut off, and therefore the vendor has the opportunity now to come out, pressurize the system, see in fact where the leak may have occurred, and we'll go from there. They'll notify us when that repair is determine where the source is and also it is for repair. The suite was occupied at the time that the odor was traced, and they were safely evacuated to the outside. Medically, we assessed one who refused further medical or transport.
In our other top story, local authorities need your help searching for a suspect. Ellen Blanco Mink is currently wanted by the Nye County Sheriff's Office for the following charges: harboring, concealing, and aiding a felony offender, possessing a controlled substance, obstruction, possessing drug paraphernalia, displaying a bogus vehicle registration with plate and title, and no proof of insurance. If you or anyone you know has information on Blanco Mink's whereabouts, please contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000, or you can call Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. A cash reward may be available. And turning now to international news, in light of the ongoing tensions Jewish Americans face due to the Israel-Hamas war, 2 U.S. senators and 2 U.S. representatives are banding together to urge for better protection against anti-Semitism. R.J. Camacho reports.
On Wednesday, October 25th, Senators Jackie Rosen and James Lankford, as well as Kathy Manning and Chris Smith, came together to write a letter to Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas and FBI Director Christopher Wray to request immediate attention on additional resources in order to protect the safety and security for Jewish Americans, religious institutions, and organizations within our nation. The senators wrote that free speech is always protected in the public square, but speech inciting violence, as well as threats and acts of terrorism and violence, must be taken seriously. Given these pressing threats, we support an increase in funding for the Nonprofit Security Grant Program in any upcoming supplemental funding legislation. While we appreciate the joint public safety notice issued by the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI to both faith and community leaders on October 10, government agencies have a responsibility to continue to prioritize the safety and security of individuals and organizations vulnerable to violence, especially violence motivated by anti-Semitism in real time as the threat landscape evolves.
College students from all across Southern Nevada now come to CSN for communication and journalism internship opportunities. The College of Southern Nevada's Communication Department holds its first ever Communication and Journalism Internship Fair, created and organized by Dr. Unette Gentry. I want to welcome you all and let you know that this is an experience that we will begin this semester and continue every fall for our CSN students to keep them first. Internship providers like News 3, Channel 8, and Las Vegas Now, 13 Action News, and of course, KPVM News 25 came to speak with hundreds of CSN students about their internship and career opportunities. Communication Department Chair Kevin Mitchell gave opening remarks to the eager crowd.
And I really feel like this is an important part of re-emphasizing the interpersonal communication aspect of it. That personal touch that people have, that is what's going to make the difference in our students, in their careers, and in your organization. It's a beautiful synergy that we're coming together. It's life-changing.
Students say they enjoy the experience and feel like CSN truly cares about their future thanks to events like this.
And I do really like being here at CSN. It is a pleasure learning here at CSN. I've got nice teachers. My goal here is to just basically get a degree. I got to further my education if I want to get a better job. If I really want to support a family, I've got to go up in the ladder. I kind of haven't been in the job market for a while now, and I'm really looking to get back into it now that I've started to be a student here at CSN.
As a CSN communication and journalism instructor, I even had my current and former journalism students representing at the internship fair. One of my former journalism students currently works for both the Las Vegas Raiders and the Vegas Golden Knights. And if she looks familiar, it's because she was also our sports reporter right here at KPVM News 25 after she took my Journalism 202 TV reporting class at CSN.
These students are excited to build a career for themselves, and I'm happy I'm in the position now to help the students that were in the position I was a couple years ago. So it feels really nice to be able to have some advice for them and be the person to maybe get them in connection with what they want to do in life and be that person for them.
Another outstanding CSN student is currently taking the CSN Journalism 290 Com 196 internship course while she's working as a standout intern for Channel 8's Las Vegas Now entertainment and lifestyle show.
Having the opportunity to meet all these different companies, the representatives that work there, and it's very eye-opening. So I appreciate that they're doing it. It's super rewarding. I love it. I love it.
The day was a huge success for both CSN students and for internship providers in attendance, like CSN Coyote Athletics, the Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance, the Love Yourself Foundation, and the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This exciting student opportunity will now be available and take place each fall semester at CSN, so students can find internships and register to earn college credit toward graduation while they gain work experience in their career field. This is Dr. Unette Gentry reporting for KPVM News 25. And a special thanks to KPVM editor and photog RJ Camacho for shooting this event. And special thanks also goes out to Travis and Austin of Sticky Paws Productions for their podcasting presentations at CSN's Communication and Journalism Internship Fair. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, Bill Perna from Valley Electric Association is here to tell us about the power consumption meter.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Hello, Valley Electric is going to be starting a new program where you can get a power consumption meter at the counter. What these units are designed to do is you can plug in any electrical device into this and see what the consumption is. Again, we're moving into that time of the year where it's going to start getting colder out, and we're going to start using space heaters and blankets, heating blankets and so forth. Any electrical device, you can use one of these, and what we'll do is open it up, show you what it looks like here. It plugs into the wall, and then you can plug your device that you're trying to see how much power consumption that it uses into the front of it. You'll be able to see actually how many kilowatt hours it uses during the time that it's plugged in. It has a timer, and we can also set the price on that as well, so you can see how much that unit is costing you to operate. So again, starting November 1st, you'll be able to come into the office, check one of these out, take it home, and use it for a week at a time. Come into the office at 800 East Highway 372, into the customer service lobby. The hours are from 9 to noon and from 1 to 4. You can check one of these out, and it's a good way of finding out how much different appliances are costing you. We also can program the price per kilowatt hour in here, so you can see the actual kilowatt consumption and the actual cost associated with the device. It's a good service. Come on down and check one out. Thank you.
Nye County Commissioners pass a bill that calls for humane treatment in wild herd roundups.
County of Nye, State of Nevada, does hereby ordain, number 1, Nye County is insisting that the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, conduct the roundups of wild horses and burros in a sane manner at all times of a roundup. Number 2, it's 18 U.S. Code as subsection 47, the use of aircraft or motor vehicles to hunt certain wild horses or burros. Whoever uses an aircraft or a motorized vehicle to hunt for the purpose of capturing or killing any wild, unbranded horse, mare, colt, or burro running at large at any time or any of the public land on or ranges shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 6 months or both. I only have one question on that, and it might be a question for the DA, is the fact that there's an amendment to this that says the fine shall be 0. Well, that's not punishment to give them a fine that is 0, but I don't believe it addresses any limitations of not going to jail or being imprisoned. So I would like to know if the part where they maybe are just going to skip the fine and they get to go straight to prison, or after a trial, of course, or if this is going to eliminate both, because I did not see that elimination as far as the prison sentence is concerned.
Only the fine.
They're just eliminating the fine. Okay, if you have, evidence of that, I feel much better about that, because there's no sense in having the law if there's no punishment. But I do support this. I think it's at least a start. We'll put it out there and we'll see what comes of it. And now at least they know there are some consequences to their acts, and if we have to pursue more in the future. And I thank you guys, everybody that worked on this. Thank you very much.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion to adopt Nye County Bill number 2023-11.
And I will second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor, and I'll call for the vote at this time.
Aye. Aye.
Or is aye. Number 9 passes 5-0.
All right, all you skateboard heads out there, a skateboarding event is coming to town this weekend on Sunday, October 29th, hosted by Kids Dat Shred. And we spoke to the marketing director and even one of the skateboarders to learn more about this awesome event.
coming this weekend is an amazing skateboarding competition for kids from the Kids That Shred organization, which will be sponsored by the Pahrump Rotary Club. We spoke to Kaylin Kalawaya, the Director of Marketing of Kids That Shred, for the details.
It's a fundraiser for basically youth athletic programs. So we do all action sports, which would be skateboarding, scootering, BMX, and roller skating, blading. But we try to bring like a more positive environment for the youth because most of it is very negative. So we just try to be more positive and more upcoming about it. We try to get more of the younger kids because we know they have more capability of getting out there in the world, especially like we don't want them to just be sitting at home, don't know what to do. So we try to just get them more out and more into sports. October 28th on Saturday, we have Anthem Hill Skate Park in Vegas, and it'll be from 9 to 6.
In Vegas, on the 28th, they will be hosting an event at Anthem Hills Skate Park from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The next day will be Pahrump Skate Fest, which will be at Indeutsch Skate Park also from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Registrations for Pahrump's event will be the day of for $25 from 8 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. The event will have $2,000 cash and prizes combined, and Pahrump's event specifically will be not only skateboards, but BMX bikes, scooters, roller skates, and blades are welcome as well. We asked if kids in Vegas can register for the Pahrump event, and if Pahrump kids could register for the Vegas one.
Yes, they can do both. They can register either or.
Kingston Kalawaya is only 10 years old, but is dubbed King the Shredder. He participates frequently in the events hosted by Kids That Shred. We spoke to him about the event and how fun it is.
Oh, I'm actually very excited. I love doing comps. They're fun. They're really challenging sometimes, you know. Sometimes you mess up, fall, and then ruins your scoring. That's one thing about it. Or if you mess up a trick. And it's just fun to enter. I love contests, my favorite thing.
Kingston likes skateboarding specifically and has been skateboarding for 5 years.
I like to just flow around. That's my competitive. It's just flow, have fun.
Do you want to sign up for the event? Well, you can contact the organization on their Instagram page at kids with a Z _ dat _ shred with a 3 instead of an E. Or you can visit their website, Kids That Shred, to both sign up and for more information.
What are you doing with your 3-day weekend? We'll tell you what you could do on a road trip tip after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Now here's Mikey Ruhan with a very special Nevada Day edition of Weekend Road Trip.
Looking to get away this weekend in honor of Nevada Day? I have 2 suggestions. Nevada Day is a state holiday in Nevada. It is celebrated on the last Friday of October each year. It commemorates Nevada's frontier legacy into the Union as the 36th state on October 31st, 1864. Beatty Days kicks off on October 27th and runs through the 29th. One of Beatty Day's main events is the legendary bed races. Watch teams of adults and kids race actual beds down Main Street. Be sure to catch the parades, historical reenactments, and gunfights. And of course, the International Chili Society sanctioned cook-off. Other exciting events include a pet parade, car show, trunk or treating, Tombstone 2K, Walk 5K Run, Desert Art Show, Poker Walk, Piñata Breaking, Model Railroad Exhibit, Cornhole and Horseshoe Tournaments, Pumpkin Carving, Hula Hoop Contests, and tricycle races. You can find all the information at beattynevada.org. If you really want to celebrate Nevada Day, head on up to Carson City, which kicks off on October 28th. Since 1938, the Nevada Day Parade in Carson City has been an annual coming together to celebrate Nevada's heritage and the founding of this great state on October 31st, 1864. You can find out about the Nevada Day Parade, the World Championship Single Jack Rock Drill Competition, the Beard Contest, and the balloon launch at nevadaday.com.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a last look at our October weekend through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam and a peek at those temperatures. Blue skies, but what will those temperatures do? Find out after the break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and live to your mobile device via Facebook. Check it out. Fernley and Fallon, 53 degrees. Weather Twins at the top of the map. Carson City hit 54, and Tonopah regained the Cool Spot Award winner at 52 degrees this afternoon. Goldfield, 54. Not too shabby. You're trying hard. Beatty at 70. We've got Amargosa at a hot spot, tepid spot, and the warm spot, 76 degrees. Along with Las Vegas. Weather Twins is the bottom of the map. Top and bottom, that doesn't happen very much. Vegas, you won the over-under with a low tonight of 50 degrees. Nice weather tonight in Vegas. Death Valley, 84 degrees, and accessible in here in the Paradise of Pahrump. Let's take a look. Our current temperature, 71 degrees. It's fall, 73 just a little bit earlier. Winds whispering to us across the dusky desert plain at 5 miles per hour from the south-southwest. The sun rose this morning at 7. Look forward to set shortly. It's about 5:54. Be a gorgeous sunset under some clear skies tonight as we head down to our low of 48 degrees with humidity at 50%. We got some clouds tomorrow. Let's take a look. Yeah, clouds tomorrow, but they clear up over for the rest of the weekend. Temperatures staying up at 71 degrees next couple of days, dipping down on Sunday down to 63 degrees. And then we started rebuilding with high 60s and low 70s throughout the rest of the week. Picking up some cloud cover, but the winds are staying moderate at 4 miles per hour. Not a great week to fly a kite, so I guess I'll check that one off my list. All right, back to the desk. Here's Jeanette.
All right, thanks so much, John. Quite a cool down there on Sunday, but we can handle it. All right, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.